Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. I am back. How cool is that? Loads of things have gone wrong. I can't find my pen for my days since last accident board. I've got no hot water and no heating in the house at the moment. But you know what? I'm going to warm myself up with today's video. I'm going to be doing the next 5 stages of the Deagostini Collectibles release, a build 1/6 scale GT500 Mustang. I'm sure to tell you about my adventures next Thursday. Obviously, I didn't do it this week because we had a rum meeting on Wednesday. It was the meeting of the rum aficionados. But the American folk, Spruverse and Lou Dalmaso, Aztec Dummy, have now gone home. So now I am going to try and catch up with all my collections. And I believe today I'm going to be doing this one. I wanted to do something kind of short because I am on my way to Essex today to pick up the kiddies. It's non-stop, isn't it? But by the look of it, we're doing the floor pan today. We are finishing up a little bit of the suspension as well. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, you do need to check the video description or the QR code on the screen. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so we're going to start with stage 54. And here is the magazine. And as you can see, we've got the upper front suspension arms, which we're going to be putting together here. And then we are actually going to be putting this onto the vehicle just like that. I believe this might be the only time we need the vehicle today. I haven't actually got any of my old parts out either, because I think everything we're creating today is new. So this is quite a small pack, but it does look fiddly. Now these arms are stamped R and L. I want the left one first. I want the left bracket. And having it this way round, I'm going to be putting the bars in just like that. Might be able to see it on the top camera. Actually, let's zoom that top camera in a little bit. Grab a pin. Once again, I've got a smooth end and a rough end. It's the smooth end that I'm going to want to go in first. And make sure that goes all the way through. And then the good old-fashioned duckbill pliers to push that into place. So you do want that flush on there, and that's the first one in just like that. Could do exactly the same with the second one. So once again, putting the pin through here, and get that all the way through. Takes some banging, there we go. That's both of those in place. So let's bring the car over. And I've got the right bracket here, marked with an R. That's going to be putting to position there, and the top is going to be going on top of the wheel just here. Just going to do a dry fit. If it doesn't fall out, just to give you an idea of how this is going to go like that. Okay, so let's get this in. I'm going to be putting DSO2 screws into these positions here. Perfect. And then I've got a DS12 flange screw looking like that. And that's going to go into the position just on top of the wheel here. Excellent. And that's that one in. And we'll just do exactly the same on the other side. This certainly does make this a lot more supportive at the front. At the moment, before we started this stage, they were all wobbly and all over the place. But yeah, that's not happening now. And there we go. With both of those in, that's all there is to do in that stage. So swiftly on to stage 55. Here's the magazine. And as you can see, we're now starting the exhaust resonators. And we're just putting these together. So this is quite a quick stage. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bundle this up with the next stage. So we've got that one there. Let's get stage 56 here. And let's see if we are putting that in. I might need the car again, actually, thinking about it. We're going to put these resonators in. And we're adding the ends to it just like this here. And then we are putting that into the vehicle, as you can see there. So yeah, probably best to actually put these two parts together. Let's do this. So here's stage 55. Let's get these out. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we've got a left and right hand side. And we just need to match up the right hand side, this side here. Put that over. And use these silver PSO2 screws to secure them into place. Need 3 of these. That's the third one. And do the same on the left hand side. And screw these into place. Just put them to one side while I open pack 56 up. And I want to take the left resonator. This is going to be going that way round. This is going to be going on top just there like that. So turn that over. And once again, I've got these PSO2 screws, the silver screws. And secure one just in there. And do the same on the other side. Now, as you can see on here, we're going to have connection points in these two sections here and connection points in these two sections here. So, got a PSO5 screw. Let's get these open before I bring the car up. I'm just going to put that down here, but I am lifting the back end up so I don't crush the fuel filler line. Perfect. And this is basically going to go in this way here. So we're going to be putting these into the manifolds either side here. 1, 2, make sure that this is sitting in position there and there. That looks good. Then using these black screws, going to put this into place. Hoping that the top camera may show you this, but the 2 screws for the back are just here, which I can't actually get in at the moment. There we go. Getting it in now. And then one the other side. And then now that's in place, the manifolds here are just going into screw holes just here. So one that side and one this side just here. And with that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. Let me just show you what that's looking like. Look, I've got my big glasses on. I can't see anything. There you go. So this is stage 57. Here's the magazine. Just have a quick flick through. And as you can see, we've got the floor pan here, and we've got lots of details to actually go onto that, including, by the look of it, the gear stick. And we have got some electrics in there as well. So that's going to look just like that. Here we go. Again, massive pack. And this is only half the floor plan. International User Measure. There's half of a floor pan. And we got carpet to put on. So this is going to be fun. So first bit of carpet I need is going to be going on this position just here. So you've seen me do this before, I think. Well, basically what I do is I peel off the backing paper. Just like this, but I don't peel off the whole lot. I just have it halfway there and make a big fold line just so I can line up all these edges. That's looking good. I want to line up this edge here. That looks good. Perfect. And then just take off the rest of this, channel this down. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to be doing the same on the other side here. So this one will be going into that position there. Let me get that in. That's 2 lots of carpet in there. Just doing a dry fit on the back piece of carpet here. That's going to go on there. There we go. That's the center stalk done. Line up the holes on this side here. One on the other side. You can just pull off these tabs here. You don't need those tabs. That's the one on this side. And then finally, just on the top here, we've got this piece, which is going to go in the middle just like this. Perfect. So we are all carpeted up. So grab the gear stick and all of these pieces here. And the gear stick has got a D-shaped pattern, so it can only go in one way. That's going to go on top there. It's actually the size of a small marble. Compare that gear stick top to my fingernail. I'm going to put the bottom of it into the gaiter, bush, whatever you want to call it, that way round. That then is going to go into this fascia. We do have a keyhole pattern, so that's going to look like that. And then finally, bringing over the car here, I'm going to be putting that in here. And I need a PS05 screw. And that's going to secure all of this into place. I just want to turn this over now. And being very gentle, as a matter of fact, I'm going to try and protect that as much as I can, the gear stick. So I'm going to put it in like that. Because I've got to put an electric cable in. It's actually an electric switch, looking like this. That's going to go into this point just here. Wiggle that into position. Open up a PS14 screw. And now I'll hold this, I think. I'm going to be putting that tab just into here, and that's going to protect this switch from falling out. So as you can see, the tab is now holding that switch panel in, and the switch is able to be turned on here. Excellent. Matter of fact, this switch has 3 positions. I'd be interested to see how this works. That's all there is to do in that stage. Which means in the last stage of this pack, this is stage 58, here's the magazine. And as you can see, we have some pedals here. Looks like we have some trim going around the side of that as well. Or is that carpet? Not sure, it looks like trim. No, it's carpet. Carpet going on the trim. So by the end of it, we do have some more leads to put in here. And that's going to look just like that. And this is the rest of the magazine. Okay, so quite a large pack. I mean, look at the size of these. I mean, I've seen it straight away now. You can't unsee it, the size of these pedals. Again, check that out. That's how big the pedals are. So we're going to be putting these into the inside here. So that one's going to go that side there. Again, we've got a tab that we don't need to keep. We can just break that off. And this one here, again, break off that tab. It's going to go onto the inside of the left-hand side panel. So I'm just going to put these in just like that. Just going to do the same on the other side. This does have a lip in here, so it's best to just make that lip have the indent first before you put that side in. But there you go, they're in. Bring over the floor pan, and I'm now going to be putting the pedals into place. They're just going to sit over the top just like that. And I need these PS25 screws. So 2 of these to hold this in. Perfect. Now if you have a look behind here, I want to ensure that the brake pedal here is actually going through the hole. Because what's going to happen is, as you can see here, we can see the tab. When we push this, it's going to activate a switch that we're going to be putting behind that. So let's make the switch. I'm going to need this housing for it. And this is the switch here, as you can see. So put that down this way round. So the switch is facing upright. Now that should be the switch that says number 3. So I've got the wrong one there. That's the number 3 switch. And then the number 2 switch, they are labelled at the end. It's going to go on this side just here, like that. Now these switches are going to go behind this section here. Once again, I am just going to protect that gear stick. Like this. Don't want to break the gear stick. And what I want to do is I'm going to want to put this into these positions here. I don't want it to fall out. So let's try and manipulate this so it does go in properly. That looks good. I need a PS25 screw to hold this bracket into place. So I've put it in really loose because I do want to make sure that these are exactly where they need to be. Now it's taken an age to sort that out, just so I can get some clicking when I do this. What you'll find is that the brake won't press unless this is supported from the back. So that will work when it's in the car, which I will check when we actually put this in the car. But I can hear it clicking now. But as you can see, I did manage to break off the gear lever. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm not actually going to be putting this in place until I've finished knowing that I'm not going to be turning this upside down. And as you can see, we are putting it upside down again because we've got to put these sides on now. So this one's going to be going on here just like that. It's going to be held in with PS25 screws just into these 2 holes here. And the one that's going underneath is a PS08 screw. So I do think if you are building this and you've managed to do this without knocking the gear handle off, then you're a better man than me. Okay, so that's the last screw just going in that side, and I just need to do one on this side over here. And you know what? I just cannot help myself, can I? I'm going to fix this now and use the the blind optimism that I'm not going to be doing this again and knocking it off. So let me just put that into place. And there we go. That's what it looks like when it's in. That's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. In that typical of me, first day back and I managed to break off the gear stick. But as you can see, it's back on. Let's hope I haven't got to turn that back upside down. Actually, now I put these sides on thinking about it, I don't think that will touch the base. But you know me, I'm going to find a way to break things like I normally do. But back to the same old, isn't it? Anyway, if you want to get this for yourself, you will have to check this if it's still available. It's through Deagostini Collectibles. There is a link in the video description and a QR code on the screen. Should be back to normal programming next week. Although, I'm actually not here next Thursday. I'm in Barcelona. So there will be no Thursday live stream again, but there will be a member stream on Wednesday. Anyway, hope you like that video. Take care.